Alright guys, episode 8. We're back here at Shinji Monastery. We've just finished up those quests in Aerie, and we're going to continue the plot in just a second. But since we finished the first mission, it unlocks a load of extra stuff that you can do here at the monastery. There's one quest I wanted to do there. It's only a short one though, so we will be back on the plot pretty quickly. I also noticed this guy here called Hao Zhang. He says, have you ever heard of an Oni? According to legend, these elusive creatures appear out of nowhere, rip an adversary to shreds, and then disappear. These tales have always fascinated me, and I've spent years trying to determine whether they are the stuff of legends, or if they really do exist. If you bring me one of their talons as proof of their existence, I'll give you one of these in return. And he can give us a bag, and in the last mission we ran out of inventory space, so if we ever do find one of these Oni talons, I want to come back to him and get a bag. And yeah, there's these Oni things. We've not met any yet. Obviously they're not the stuff of legend, otherwise there wouldn't be a collector for an Oni talon. But yeah. So yeah, one of the new quests that becomes available, you remember we spoke to this woman here called Yazo Ying. And she told us that she felt threatened by Yijo Tan, because he's like the best ritualist around there and getting private training from Togo. Now she has a quest for us. She says, they say some are born with knowledge, while others must bury their heads in books and scrolls to gain it. Yijo Tan is the former. Learning has always come easy to him. Perhaps that is why it is so disconcerting to him that he has fallen behind in his practical application course. Of course, you know Yijo, he went right to the library and checked out more books than I could read in a year. I told him that burying his nose in books will not help him in this class. What he really needs is a real-life study buddy. Someone like Sister Choi Zhu in Sumai village. I told him I would show him how to get to Sumai, but I just found out about a quiz in my next class, and I really need to study. Will you do me a huge favour and take him there? A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Of course I'll escort Yijo to meet his tutor. Alright, okay, so this is going to take us to this place called Sumai village. Which is an outpost we've not been to yet, and it will help us when we continue on the main plot very soon. So yeah, and when we're out there doing that, I want to take a very short little detour while we're out there. I think we've just got to go out to the Sunk Vale. Yes. Alright, so there's Yijo. Seems like everyone likes to wait for us up on this hill out on the overlook where you can see all of Sunk Vale. Pretty cool. Okay, Yijo. I sense a kindred spirit, and you allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yijo. So, Yazo Ying told me that I'm falling behind in practical application, did she? Well, I'm ashamed to admit it, but what she said is correct. I've never failed a class before, and I have no intention of doing so now. So if what it takes is some extra tutoring, then so be it. Could you show me how to get to Sumai village and Sister Choi Ju? I would be in your debt. Please, lead the way. I should have brought henchmen. Why didn't I bring any henchmen? One sec. Okay, much better. Alright, we've got the normal people with us again. The same people I used for the mission. Sister Tai and Yan and the ritualist Asen as well. And yeah, I was going to go on a little detour here, but I just tried to find it and I couldn't figure out where it was. I was hoping to take us to this Yeti in the mountains, because I haven't really talked about the Yeti much yet. Basically, you fight him and you try and kill him. But if you talk to him just before, when he's really weak, he stops trying to fight you. And then if you talk to him before he dies, because your henchmen will keep trying to kill him, if you talk to him, he says, "Oh, you've shamed me, blah blah blah." And then he says, "Well, can you help me get my honor back?" And you go like fight some Crimson Skull or something. Oh no! I think you fight some Tengu. You fight some Crimson Skull. Anyway, I just figured there was probably not the best quest to do anyway. And since we're quite far in it already, I'll just leave it. So yeah, we'll super speed it till we get to the village. It's not very far. If you look at the map, it's just there. In fact, we're almost there now. I can't believe I've talked nearly the whole journey. So yeah, I'll just speed it up this last little bit. Yijo says, I can feel my brain getting heavier with the weight of knowledge already. We are almost there. And he's right, this is the village just behind this wall here. It's called Sumai village. Yijo's actually been really annoying on this book. He says, 1,000 thanks for bringing me to Sumai, Tom. I would stay and chat, but I think I'd best track down Sister Choi Ju and get to studying. So he's going to go in there now. I think we need to go speak to her to get our reward. So yeah, he was really annoying. He kept trying to kill all the mantids, and I would be running off, and then I'd turn around and realise he's not there, and I'd have to go back and wait for him. So this is Sumai. Like I said, this is quite a nice little outpost for the next bits in the main quest, which we're about to do as soon as we find this woman to get our reward. There's obviously lots of quests here to do as well, but we're not gonna waste our time with them. Okay, Sister Choi Ju. She says, Dwayna's blessings upon you, child. Dwayna is one of the gods. Are you a new student at the monastery? Yes, I thought so. I can always recognize the face of an eager young student, hungry for knowledge. If this is your first time on Xingji Island, you should really visit some of the local landmarks. Here in Sunqua Vale, you will find the Zennai Falls, whose waters supply most of Cantha. We could have gone there. There's a nice quest involving the Naga there. But we didn't do it. You can then take the Tomat Pass to Kinya Province, which is truly a lovely place. While you are there, be sure to visit the Tengu village of Aerie. We already did that. And Ongshan Island, where the Kappa make their home. We'll see that in a minute. To the east, blah blah. She just talks about loads of places. Haiju Lagoon we'll eventually go to. Merchants there carry some wonderful goods. Anyway, you have escorted Yijo here. Very good to know. His instructor told me to expect him. Not many students are willing to give up their precious free time to a tutor, but Yijo obviously takes his studies very seriously. I have heard that he is one of Master Togo's favourites this year, and now I understand why. Thank you again for showing him how to get here. Okay, and of course out this side here is Panjiang Peninsula, which is there. So we've kind of explored most of eastern Xingji now. Let's go back up to Ran Musu, and finally, sorry it took so long, we can speak to Ang the Ephemeral. Hello Ang, good to see you. Master Togo has requested that you travel to Aerie. Oh right, okay. The Angchu Tengu village in Kinya Province, to warn the citizens that the plague has come to Cantha. Speak to their leader, Saw Ornaclaw, and tell her to prepare for the plague's arrival. I will warn them. Okay. Alright, so back to Aerie. Should I cut it or speed it up? We've already seen the walk, so I will cut it. I will see you guys in a second back at Aerie. Oh, actually, I might as well. We're halfway to Aerie. If you look at the map, Aerie's just down there on the road. Since we were literally just this second talking about that woman about Ongshan Island, that is it. It's actually not an island at all. It's kind of like Rhode Island or whatever, I guess. But yeah, it's called Ongshan Island, and lots of Kappa live up there. It's named after a man called Ongshan. I'm pretty sure it's named after a guy called Ongshan, who we will probably meet later on when we leave the island. So yeah, just show you that. I might as well. I'll cut it again when we go to Aerie. Oh wow, and again, okay, this is like 2 seconds after I was just filming. One of the Kappa here dropped a vial of white dye. In this game, enemies can drop dye, which if you double click it, you can then apply it to your armor, and it will change the colour of it. And white is actually the second rarest type of dye, the rarest being black dye. So that was quite lucky of me. I didn't get a single vial of white or black dye in the entire 135 episodes of the previous series, so that should kind of say how rare it is. But yeah, again, oh, we're here now. I'll just speed it up. Oh, this really didn't go according to plan. Those who respect the land and all of its creatures are a friend to the Angchu Tengu. Can't resist talking to these guys. You get nearly different dialogue every single time. Oh, and then that time I get the same. One of our own teachers at the monastery. I doubt he is well accepted among his peers. That's true. That is true. Of course, he's talking about Talon there. Okay, Saw, hello. We need to warn you about the plague. Oh, what did she say? Completely missed what she said. Okay, the afflicted creature was last sighted to the south. Let us make haste and destroy this abomination, Tom. Since you have dealt with these creatures before, I will follow your lead. Okay, so it looks like they've already seen something come for their village. Alright, so we were with Talon again. Very nice to see. I wonder what he says if we just talk to him here. You show great courage for a human. Thanks. Alright, so I believe if we... Yes, it's just down here through this little chasm. And there it is, an afflicted creature. Look at it. It doesn't even look like a human. It's like what the minister became. Some Naga there as well. Oh god, it's coming at us. Do you know what it actually reminds me of? It reminds me of those things you fight in Dead Space. I think it's the really long limbs that sort of remind me of it. Talon says, well fought, human. Now let us return to Saw and tell her of our triumph. So this was quite a nice, easy little quest. Sorry I skipped that little bit of dialogue there with Saw. If you really want to read it, I guess you can pause it. I'm pretty sure it did just say, thanks for the warning, but we've already spotted something nearby. Will you help take it out? Talon will go with you. Okay, so we're done. You have performed a great service for the Tengu this day. I wish that I could say that the danger has passed, but I fear that it has only just begun. Talon, I think it likely that our young friend here will soon be called away on another mission. Can you stay and protect the village? Okay, so I guess Talon's staying. While you're away dealing with that plague creature, Ang the Ephemeral left a message for you. Apparently, several of your fellow students are visiting Kaitan village on the Panjiang Peninsula. Master Togo has sensed a growing threat in that area, and he believes that the students might be in mortal danger. He wants you to travel with all speed to Kaitan village in the peninsula to help them deal with any threat. I will leave at once. Okay, so that's why I wanted to take us... Ooh, what's Aeson saying? It's strange to come to a place surrounded by water. I can't imagine that my home on the Jade Sea was once much like this island. Damn! I really can't talk today. Okay, so let's go back to Sumai village. It says the pastoral agricultural community has remained virtually unchanged for almost 1,000 years, and its temples and farmhouses among the oldest examples of ancient Canthan architecture in the empire. Thanks to the preservation efforts of Master Togo, wealthy tourists from Kaineng City have so far been prevented from spoiling Sumai village's idyllic splendor and historic buildings. So, and Kaitan village is literally just outside Sumai village, like ridiculously close. Like we walk out of the portal and then boom, we're there straight away. So this quest is called the Threat Grow. Oh, we haven't actually accepted the reward. What the hell's up with that? Oh, we need to go back to Yazo Ying for the reward for that. Okay, we'll do that later. I want to continue with the plot though. So we just speak to the tutor to talk to her, and then we've got to go back to Yazo Ying. Oh well, no matter. Okay, so this is the Panjiang Peninsula, and this is a weird shrine place. I've never noticed this before, not even in my tests. I wonder what the hell's that for. Okay. Actually, did you guys see those banners just there? It looked like there was one red one, which is the Luxon colour. There was one blue one, which is the Kurzik colour, and there was one yellow one, which is the city's colour, Kaineng City. Okay, so this is Kaitan village. At least I think yellow is Kaineng City's colour. I'm not sure. Anyway, so what's going on? Hello, is anyone here? Usually there's some dialogue when you come out. They say key fools have become haunted by some sort of spirit. Okay. That person has a pumpkin outside the door. What's going on? Where am I going? Oh. Oh. It was all the way back up there. What? Oh no, that's the threat grows. Sorry, this episode has been all over the place. I am really sorry, everyone. Okay, so it looks like we just need to come over here. Ah, there's some people. Akko and Hakaru and Sister Tai. Hello, Tai. Wait. Okay, no. Taya's the person we usually know. Okay, the threat grows. Hello. What's going on? Now is not the time for talking. I'm far too busy to talk. You don't look too busy. What's going on? What's going on? Destroy the sickened guards attacking Kaitan. Oh, there we go. I see them. Alright, let's do it. Jesus, look at them all. Okay. Quest updated, the threat grows. Okay, we killed them, they weren't too hard. Not too bad at all. There's this Canthan child over there. Are they running in fear or just running for fun? It's so good to see you, Tom. Master Togo sent word that help was coming, and here you are. You arrived just in time. Okay, so Sister Tai, I believe she becomes a henchman later, so you might want to remember her. Master Togo sent word that he wants to speak with you when you are finished here. Wow, he keeps sending word when I'm not looking. He asked that you meet him back at the monastery. Cool stuff. Okay. Oh, we got another trinket box. I'll grab that. Got to keep picking stuff up. Oh, my inventory's full already. See, we really need that bag. Okay, never mind about that then. Let's go back to the monastery. And we'll quickly accept that reward from Yazo Ying while we're at it. Hello Yazo Ying. Hello, good to see you again. Oh hey, Yijo told me that you escorted him here to Sumai. He was really grateful and so am I. If I can return the favour in the future, let me know. Alright guys, I'm going to quickly check how long this episode's been. Okay, that's fine. It's not been too long at all. Guess my sense of time's all warped a little bit today. I'm really tired. I'm just so tired. Anyway, let's go speak to Master Togo then. Up the stairs, up the stairs, up the ridiculously long stairs. Up even more stairs, even more stairs. Okay, Master Togo, hello. Nice to see you again. I haven't seen you since the mission. I'm glad to hear that you were able to warn the Angchu Tengu and help them drive off the plague creatures that are assaulting the village. I expected no less from you, Tom. Although I am loath to place my students in the way of danger, I find that the current crisis leaves me little choice. I have sent Yijo into the fray, and I hope that I can continue to count on you as well. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, alright, well we leveled up. Let's spend our tribute points. Tom, I have yet another favour to ask of you. I believe we have narrowed down the source of the plague to the eastern side of the island. I've sent most of the instructors and students there to investigate, and I would like you to join them. Speak to guard Tiscaro about travelling to Saitung Harbour. He knows of a hidden path that will get you there quickly. Brother P1 is waiting to help show you the way. Okay, so that's the next quest. That's kind of where our journey properly begins. We've been sat around Xingji for ages and ages and ages. When we go there, this is the guard that Togo wants us to speak to down that trail. We go to this side of the island and our adventure really kicks off. We start going to different places. But there's one more thing I want to do just before we do that. It's a quest up here at the Musu Gardens. Because our adventure's about to start really, things get a little bit more difficult. And there's a quest here that we can do that will give us 15 extra attribute points, which will be really helpful. We can put our attributes up higher and stuff. So let's do that quest, shall we? To start it, you've got to speak to this guy here called Raitan Nem. You have been inside the minister's estate. If you are able to survive in there, you might just be the person I've been looking for. You see, I know the location of a great treasure within the estate grounds. Now that the minister's guard is in chaos, a few brave souls might make their way back into the estate and become very enriched. I'm heading in at any rate. Join me if you wish. So you can see we get loads of experience, 15 attribute points, and quite a lot of gold as well. I like treasure. Okay, so let's do it. So we're going back out into Minister Cho's estate, and the other thing I want to do just here is a while ago I said that I wanted to be ranger secondary profession because I wanted to get us a pet. So we're going to bring this skill here, wait for it, there we go, this skill here called Charm Animal. It says skill, charm a target animal. Once charmed, your animal companion will travel with you whenever you have Charm Animal equipped. And you cannot charm an animal that's a really high level. I think that's what it said, or a lower level than you. Yeah, 4 levels above you. So yeah, we're going to use that to get a pet. In this part, in the starting bit of the game, there's only 2 pets you can actually get on this island. You can get tigers, or you can get another pet that you can find just up here in Minister Cho's estate, or way later when you get to Haiju Lagoon. And I know a tiger might sound cool, but whenever I used to play this before, I always just used to get tiger because they were really, really easy to get. So I want to get something a little bit different this time. So I've waited to do that till now. Let's go out. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to end the episode there. I just really don't feel like I'm on the ball today. I'll do another one later, but I think that's a good place to end it. We're going to get our next few attribute points next episode, and then finally continue with the quest, with the main plot. Sorry, and start our adventure properly. So see you next time, everyone.